I don't think I want to try to train this dragon. Nope. I think I'm gonna leave it alone.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Perfect Effect Mega DORAGON. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Excuse me, this is a large box. Can you just stand back for a second there, thank you. Up front here we have a nice image there of Mega DORAGON. His name is Mega DORAGON from the Perfect Beast line. On the side of the box we just have more of the picture, DORAGON. On the other side of the box, yes, and more of the picture. On the top, Mega DORAGON. On the bottom, words and things, rundown of what's in the box. On the back of the box, you just have a nice schematic-y image there of a Mega DORAGON. You got a QR code there. If you want to scan it, go ahead, scan it. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have a Mega DORAGON, and this is Perfect Effects' take on the Transmetal 2 Megatron. And right off the bat, I will say this thing is gorgeous! I mean, this thing is just beautiful. I love this. I love the way this figure looks. I think they did a fantastic job on this. So, here he is in his Dragon mode, and this alone, for me, is worth the money. This Dragon mode is just gorgeous! It's just gorgeous. I love it. That looks so good. That looks so good, in my opinion anyway. But let's get in closer so we can take a look at the details, take a look at this head sculpt here. Very nicely done. You got nice gold here for the teeth, gold back here. Eyes done in yellow. I love the coloration they used on this figure. Just looks great. Just the big old horns going on there. Just really nicely done head sculpt. You got that nice gold paint going down the neck. You also get some metallic blues going on in there. Again, just looks gorgeous in my opinion. Got some transparent plastic right up in here. Some more of that nice gold. Just a nice metallic red with that metallic blue. And again, just looks gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Big old claws going on there. Lots of nice molded detail. Going down the legs, you got some more gold. More gold. You got some silver in there for the pistons. Big old claws. Got the wheels there with the rims done in silver. Got some gunmetal gray in there as well. Going down the tail. Nice detail on the tail. Nice and all spiky-like. Got that transparent yellow there for the tip of the tail. The wings themselves are done in a transparent orange with some gold up top. And again, just the coloration on this figure is just simply gorgeous in my personal opinion. Looks great. Looks great. Now for comparison, here he is with Perfect Effects Optimal Optimus. So you can see how they look side by side. As you can see here, Mega DORAGON just towers over Optimal Optimus. So yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy dragon. Here he is with the Hasbro Optimal Optimus in his robot mode. And again, just so you can get a sense of the size of this figure. It again just towers over a leader class figure. So yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. And here he is with the original Transmetal 2 Megatron. Just so you can see how they look together. Mine's is missing some pieces, but he's mostly there. He's mostly there. But just so you can see how they scale together there. Now, as far as articulation goes in Dragon mode, the mouth can open and close nice and wide there. And you can see you have a cannon molded in there as well. Would have been nice if they painted the bottom teeth as well, but no, well, not a deal breaker. For the love of God, this thing is gorgeous as it is, so it's alright. I'll let that slide. Me personally, anyway. The head itself is on a ball joint, so you get a nice wiggly waggly movement. Can't look up, can't look down. You get some good side to side as well. Can rotate if you needed to. This point at the neck is also on a ball joint, so you have that wiggly waggly there as well, with a good range of movement. This section can pivot up and down, and that is pretty much it there. As far as the wings go, the wings have a hinge at the base and a hinge right here. You can't bring it up, can't bring it down. These sides you can also bring up and down if you need to. The wings themselves, this section right here is on a hinge, which can move up, and all of these sections here are on their own hinges, and you can just splay the wings out, and that alone just looks gorgeous. Oh, it's so gorgeous. That's just gorgeous. So you can do that if you want to. There's also a hinge right here, which allows the wings to pivot upward if you need that going on. The arms, let's come down here now. The shoulders here are on a ball joint. They can do a full 360, can go in and out. You have bicep rotation. You have an elbow joint with full range of movement. Claws can open and close. Hi, how are ya? The legs are on a ratcheted joint. They can move forward and back. You have a ratcheted knee joint right here, and you do have a joint right here if you need it. Of course, the legs can also move in and out at this joint as well, and the feet, they can move up. Well, these sections here are on a hinge, so they can move up and down. The feet themselves can move up and can move down. It's not a very stiff joint, but they can move up and down if you need them to. Again, stiff joint. There you go. They can. You get about 2 clicks there down and 2 clicks up. So, yeah, you got these bits right here, which you can rotate. You can angle this however you wish. And the tail itself, the tail is the one thing that bugs me a little bit because sometimes it doesn't want to stay tabbed in. You can see it just tabs in, like right there. And sometimes you can undo that pretty easily, but no. So nice. But anyway, the ball joint, the tail is on a ball joint at the base there. You have a hinge here for upward and downward movements. You have another hinge here for upward and downward movements. And then every hinge from here on is on a ball joint, as well as the tip of the tail itself is on a ball joint. So you get some pretty good range of movement there at the tail. The only thing that does suck is that the ball joint at the base is not that strong. So you can't really do any positions with the tail just kind of up in the air because the tail will just kind of droop. And this might come undone again. And up. One more thing that bugs me on mine is this panel right here, this little butt panel, loves to pop off. Loves to pop off. So now you have that for the posability in dragon mode. So that is basically it for the DORAGON mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So first mode we're gonna go into is the vehicle mode. Of course, you know, all of these particular versions of the characters had a vehicle mode, so we'll show that off, and it's pretty easy to do. You just want to take the arms here and just collapse them up. There's a little tab that will go right in here, so you just tab that arm in and you just swing this back like so. Take the other arm, you want to close the claw here, tab that in and just bring that back like that. And then we just come to the legs. You want to take the legs and just straighten them out as far as they will go, like so. And then you want to take the section here, you want to bring it down, and you want to lower this little panel right here. And just bring that up, like that. You want to take the toes and just point them forward. Take this back claw here and just bring that back. And then you're just going to take the leg, swing it up, and this tab right here will just go into that slot right there. So just line that up, tab it in, and take the section here, swing it back like so. And then you got that side all done. Second pass, just like the fast. So just, again, just straighten that leg out as far as it'll go. Just bring that down enough so you can close that, bring that up, point your toe forward, swing the claw back, bring the leg up, and just tab that into the side like so. Swing that back. You can pretty much do whatever you want with the wings, but the instructions tell you to bring the wings all the way up like that. Well, you know, you can do whatever you want with the wings, really. As always, your toy display it however you wish, and just straighten out the head. Open up the mouth, so you have that cannon there visible, and yeah, that's it. That's it right there, and there you have the vehicle mode. The vehicle mode, the transport mode, the ground mode is what the instructions call it for Mega DORAGON, and you know, sure. Why not? Dare I say, why not? It actually rolls pretty well too. Actually rolls pretty smoothly. So hey, you know, it's a thing. It's a thing you can do if you want to do it. And here he is with the original Transmetal 2 Megatron and its rolling dragon thing mode. Don't know if I've done that right, but yeah, hey. You get the idea. You get the idea. There you go. Get over here. Get over here. So there you go. There's that. So let's get down to robot mode here. Now, this is a totally optional thing. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. But me personally, when I'm transforming this guy, I remove the wings. And the wings just slide on. They're packed separately in the box, and they just slide on from the top. Me, I remove the wings when I'm transforming this guy. It just makes life a whole lot easier. Again, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I do it just because it makes life a lot easier. It's less stuff to get in your way. So, now that we've done that, we can move along. So we'll just untab the legs and just bring them down. Now we'll come back here and we will untab what is Megatron's head. Yes, he has his head up his own butt. So we just untab Megatron's head. There it is. No, you don't want that. But that's unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. But anyway, we'll start off with the legs here. So just bring the legs down, and you just want to collapse this joint down like so to straighten out the leg. You then want to take this section of the leg, straighten this out as well. Bring the toe up. You can leave that claw up if you want to, or bring it down. Totally up to you there. And we just take this, rotate that down. Oops, these are just pegged in. Sometimes they'll come off. There we go. And they have a leg all done. Second pass, just like the first. Just bring that down and just straighten the leg out. Straighten the leg out. Bring up his toes. Swing that down. Straighten out the little hip skirt pieces. And there you have legs all done. So now we will move on to the upper body. So we'll come down here. You do want to leave the arms tabbed in like this. So what we're going to do here, you want to take this section here and you want to bring it forward. And what that will do is that will actually unclip this whole shoulder assembly. And this is quite clever. You just swing this forward and poop. And that frees that up. And you can see how that works there. This just kind of slides right in and locks that into place. That's really clever. That's a really clever design right there. So you just bring that forward. That undoes the shoulder. And you just want to take the arm itself and rotate it around like so. And you just kind of want to bring the arm up and bring this back just to keep it out of the way. Then on the other side, just bring that forward to unlock that whole shoulder piece. Bring that around. Swing the arm around. Bring that up. Bring that all back, again, just to get that out of the way. Now you want to come down here to these sections. Just want to pull them out and swing them back. Pull it out, swing it back, and we're done with that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come back up here. Just going to swing these back so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to untab this section right here. So just pull that. So it just tabs in on either side there. And the dragon neck also tabs in right back here, so just undo that. Once you do that, we can then take all of this and just bring this out to the side like so. Once we've done that, next thing we want to do is take these side panels here and just bring these down bring these down. And you want to take this section here and just bring this up. This entire back assembly here, we can just kind of angle back, again, just to get things out of the way. Once we've done that, we can come here to the dragon belly, the DORAGON belly, and it does tab in right there, and the arm clips in right in there, so you just want to unclip that, and then you just swing the arm out, start straightening it out, so we have room to operate here, and we're going to work on this arm here. So you just want to rotate the arm at the bicep so your elbow is oriented properly. Then you're going to take the forearm and just rotate this around, which is quite snug on mine. Just rotate that around. So this shield piece here is on the outside of the arm like so. And we come up under here and we just flip down the hand like so. We want to take this section here, rotate this around. There is a little transparent orange blade, which you can pop out if you want to. You don't have to, but I'm going to do it just to show it off. You get a little blade right there, and then we just straighten this out, and this will just collapse down onto the forearm like so. And there you have that arm all done. Second verse is not at all like the first. So what we're going to do here is we're going to come to this section of the dragon neck, and we're going to split it now. Just so you know, you can totally leave this arm like this with the full dragon neck going on. If you want to invoke the original toy, you can totally do that. Hey, as always, your toy, display it however you wish, but I think this is a really cool feature that they implemented on this particular figure. So you just want to split the neck here. It's on a double hinge, so you just split this and just bring this up and get things out of the way, and this will also help you see what you're doing when you're doing this step here. So you're going to take the arm and you're going to rotate it down like so, and again, you're going to just rotate the arm so the elbow is oriented properly. And then you just rotate the forearm around. Again, so all of this is now on the outside. And again, just to show you, you can, again, just leave that dragon neck exactly the way it is. If you want that look going on, you can totally do it. You can totally do it. But I personally love the way this looks. So again, we'll just undo these, bring them up. And what you can do here is you can take this section of the dragon neck, bring it up, it's on a double hinge, and it will just collapse back like so. And you can see it reveals another hand right there. And then you can take these sections right here. You can see there are tabs on either side here, and they will tab into the sides of these panels here. And this is the one thing that could be a little bit of a pain in the butt to get tabbed in and lined up properly. And if you watch the JTI of this video, you can see that I struggle for a little bit with this, just getting this lined up, as is happening right now. It's the only thing that's a little fiddly. It's totally doable, but for some reason it's a little fiddly, sometimes more than others. Sometimes I've had no problem with it, sometimes it gives me all the problems and it just wants to fight me. Don't know why, but hey, it is what it is. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. It's usually a case of, once you get one side tabbed in, the other side just kind of drops into place. And, of course, now it just wants to fight me. Come on, man. Come on, DORAGON. Come on, DORAGON. Come on, DORAGON. 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 DORAGON doesn't want to work with me today. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you, DORAGON? All I want to do is love you. All I want to do is love you. And hold you and call you George. Oh, there we go. See, there we go. The one side went in. And usually once you get the one side in, the other side tabs right in. There we go. It's the only thing that's fiddly on this toy is just getting that all tabbed together. But once you do that, you can then open up the mouth here. And now he has a big dragon cannon on his arm. And that's awesome. I love that. I love that. That's just so clever. So very clever. So now that we're finally done with that, we're just going to take this whole back assembly here. As you can see, it's on a double hinge. Just take that and collapse that down. like so. And then you take this section here, rotate it around, bring this down, make sure that this joint collapses in like that. And this will just tab in right here at the waist. And once you do that, we can take these side panels here and just bring them back up like so to fill out his waist. And then you can take the shoulder pads and they will just come up and over like so. Get everything kind of straightened out here. So we got that. So now we can come back here to these back panels, and all you're going to do here is just take these and rotate these panels down, bring these arms up. You can see the tab will go right in there to hold those in place. And then you do the same thing, hi, tail. And then you just do the same thing on the other side, just bring that down, bring that up. Now we'll tab into place. And you got that done. And now we take Megatron's head, get it out of his butt. We rotate the head around, bring this up and over, like so, and that will just lock into place right there. We take his ponytail, or his draggy tail, just rotate that around like so, so everything's oriented properly, and it just drapes down all nice and draping-like. And there we go. And the last thing we want to do is put his wings back on. So we'll just come back here, and again, they just slide right down, lock into place, and we just take them and bring them out to the sides, like so. Now, one thing to note, these wings do make the figure quite back heavy, and that's one issue I do have with this. You pretty much have to use the wings as like kickstands to hold him up, because if you bring him up, he will just kind of tip backwards there. So you do have to kind of use the wings and the tail as like a kickstand to hold him up, because otherwise he will fall back, because those wings are quite heavy. But there we go, we are done, and there you have a Megadoragon in his robot mode. And again, he looks gorgeous, just gorgeous. I love the way this thing looks. This thing is just, looks so good. It looks so good. But let's get in closer here so we can take a look at that head sculpt. You got the nice transparent plastic right here for this little visor piece. You can raise this up so we can get a better look at that face. And wonderfully done face sculpt, in my opinion. Nice red for the eyes. You got that metallic blue there on the face. You got some bits of gold in there. That looks really nice. Just very, very nicely done. You got the nice gold there on the chest. That transparent plastic there, the metallic blues going on. You got the nice metallic red going on throughout the figure itself. Just looks gorgeous. I love the shield here with the shank at the end. I love the dragon cannon on his arm. Like, that's a really cool feature they implemented on this figure. Love that. That's awesome. Yeah, overall, really, really cool. He's got these big beefy legs going on here. And moving up the back. Really cool. Love all this transparent plastic going on here, because the light just catches it and it just kind of glows, and that's just really cool. Really, really cool. This thing is gorgeous. It's gorgeous! Did I mention it's gorgeous? It's gorgeous! Now, articulation-wise, the head can move up and down. Can't really move down, but can move up a good ways on a hinge. It can rotate, of course. The ponytail, the draggy tail, does have to move with it, so things will kind of get in the way, so you can only move his head. But so far, to either side, because the tail is just going to start colliding with things. You know, if you really want to, the tail is just the tail is another piece that's packaged separately. If you want to just pop the tail off, so you can get more range of movement out of the head, hey, you can totally do that if you want to. As always, your toy, do what you want with it. As far as the arms go, these shoulder pads, we'll move out of the way to accommodate the movement. You have a nice ratcheted joint there. You can also use that transformation joint to get some extra upward movement there at the shoulder itself. Nice ratchet. The arms can rotate. They can do a full 360. Of course, the stuff in the back will kind of get in the way. You do have bicep rotation. You do have an elbow joint with over 90 degrees of a bend. You do also have forearm rotation. As far as the hands go, You do have wrist rotation as well as this hinge at the bottom, which allows the hands to tilt downward. And we'll show off why that's a thing. As far as the hands go, the hands are opposable. The thumb is just on a hinge at the base, which allows it to just, swing forward and back. The index finger is a separate piece with 2 hinges. You can get some pointing poses there. And the other 3 fingers are one piece with 1 hinge at the center there. So what else have we got? We've got waist rotation as well. Little hip skirts will move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement, as well as these little butt plates right here. Legs can move forward that far, back about that far, outward. Can almost do the full splits. You got thigh rotation. You got 90 degrees of bend there at the knee. You can use this, this transformation joint as well if you want. Hey, why not? Dare I say, why not? And again, these panels here can move up and down, and the feet can move up. They can move down. These are all the hinges we've shown before. Actually, one thing I forgot to show was that you do get ankle tiltage as well there. So, pretty posable in robot mode. Of course, again, the wings, you can do whatever you want with. You can splay them out, bring them up, bring them back. But again, as I said, the wings do make him back heavy. So posing him with the wings splayed out is going to be quite the balancing act just due to that. So that's one thing that is a bit unfortunate. Just the wings may be a bit too heavy for the figure itself to deal with. Now, as far as weaponry goes, he does have his shank there, and he does have his dragon cannon, which I love the dragon cannon. But he does also include a pair of swords, and they are right here in the wings. You just take these sections here, and you just pull that out, and I pulled the wing off by accident there. Hey, there you go. Don't know how that happened. Anyway, so you just pull these swords out from either side, as you can see. Whoop, stay up, buddy, stay up. Again, like I said, you have to use the wings as like a kickstand there. Anyway, you get these 2 swords right here, again with that nice transparent orange. Got some nice detail in there, even a little bit of paint there on the blade. You can see a nice green eye design right there on the hilt. And he can hold those in his hand. It is the typical tab in the slots of the palm method of holding weapons. And he does hold that nice and securely. And with that extra hinge in his wrist, you can get some good sword pointing poses, which I do quite like. Now, I'm not an articulation nut, so if that hinge wasn't there, I wouldn't be like, oh, worst toy ever. But I appreciate it when it's there. I do appreciate it when it is there because I love me a good sword pointing pose, and this definitely pulls it off very, very well. Another feature of this toy is you do get an optional face. Now, of course, the face that's on him right now is just a regular, just serious face, but you also get just an evil, smiling face. Yes. So, to swap the faces, it's quite easy. You just tilt the head up, and you just kind of get under his chin, and you just have to kind of have to tickle his chin. Just kind of give it a little tickle, 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 tickle. There you go. And his face will just pop off. And then you have, then you have that going on. And then you just pop the new face on, and there you go. Now he's smiling, he's happy, he's evil, he's Megs. And the cool thing is that whatever face you're not using, you can store on the figure itself. If we come down here to his shield, you can pop this up. And if we look under here, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. There we go. You can see there's just these 2 clips right here. And you just take the extra face, and that will just clip in right there. And there you have storage for the extra face. You can just pop that back down. There you go. So that's pretty cool. I do quite dig that. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with Perfect Effects, Optimal Optimus. So you can see how they look together, and they look very good together. Two very cool looking figures in my opinion. Love them. Here it is with the Hasbro Leader Class Optimal Optimus. So you can see how that works out. Just because, here it is with Masterpiece Optimus Primal. So you can see how that looks. Here he is with Masterpiece Dinobots. Again, just because, just so you can get a sense of the size of this figure. And here he is with the original Transmetal 2 Megatron. And yeah, I think this one's definitely an improvement. So there you have Mega DORAGON. Did I mention this figure is gorgeous? This figure is gorgeous! It's gorgeous. You know, just the sculpting, the paintwork, just all of it is just absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. This figure looks amazing. The figure itself is not perfect, though it does have its flaws. One thing to note is that the hip ratchets really needed to be a bit tighter to support the weight of the wings. Getting him into any dynamic pose is quite a delicate process, and I'm sure if I just tapped him on the top of his head, he would collapse under his own weight. The hip ratchets definitely needed to be tighter. The transformation is pretty smooth. The only thing you might have to fiddle with is just getting the Dragon Cannon tapped together. That's the only thing you might have to fiddle with a bit, but other than that, the transformation is pretty smooth, pretty enjoyable. Quality-wise, the plastic on this figure feels nice and good and solid. Definitely no complaints there. So overall, while there are some improvements that could have been made to this figure, I still absolutely love it. I still think it is a very well done figure, in my opinion anyway. So there you go. So if you would like this or any of Perfect Effects' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Perfect Effect Mega DORAGON. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face. Waspinator, get over here. Yes, Lord Megatron. Look, I need to tell you this. You need to stop gallivanting around looking for fembots, okay? Nobody likes you. Accept it. Well, with all due respect, Lord Megatron, nobody really likes you either. Well, that's my job, you fool! It is not my purpose to make people like me. It is my purpose to make them feel me! Now be fearsome! All right, You are truly hopeless. Waspinator knows.